Welcome to our channel, where we share with you the most amazing stories from around the world. Please subscribe and support us by liking our videos. Zayn was born in a small village near the very edge of the border in Bangladesh. His father was a farmer, and as he grew up, Zayn and his brothers helped with the chores and fieldwork. But even as a young boy, Zayn felt there was more to life than just this. When he started school, his vision broadened and his mind began to change. He refused to quit his education, despite circumstances that seemed to push him towards it. He became the first person from 5 neighboring villages to complete high school and be accepted into college. Against everyone's advice, he took the big risk and moved to the capital city of Dhaka. For days, he wandered, contemplating how life could be better. He knew he would have to be extraordinary to change not only his own fortune, but that of his entire generation. His admission to a university filled not just his family, but the whole village and nearby towns with immense pride. It felt like one of their own had achieved something remarkable. Despite starting university, Zayn didn't accept any money from his farming parents. Instead, he found work to support himself and send money back home. He began tutoring and eventually became involved in student politics, where he rose and started making a name for himself. When the harvest season approached, he would always return to his village to help his family. He was a perfect son, brother, and an angel to his family. Then in 1971, the war between Pakistan and Bangladesh broke out. Without hesitation, Zayn joined the fight for his country. He went to India for training and returned after a few months. The 9 months of war took a heavy toll on him, not just physically but mentally. He lost friends in battle and had several close calls himself. After the war, he finished his university education and secured a government job with the Audit Office of Bangladesh. A few years into his job, he married a woman named Zena. After their marriage, she moved to Dhaka with him. Everything was going well, and he began to teach her how to read. As he climbed the ranks in his job, he became increasingly aware of the pervasive corruption. His colleagues and some superiors were unhappy with him because he refused to be unethical and didn't participate in bribery or other corrupt practices. One day he was sent to an intergovernmental agency for an audit where he uncovered significant corruption and intended to report it. They first offered him a bribe, and when that failed, they forcibly locked him in a room for days, subjecting him to physical and mental torment. After days with no word from him, Zena contacted his office. A search of the building led to his discovery, but he was never the same. As the days passed, he grew quieter. Zena noticed something was wrong but didn't fully grasp the extent of it. He would go nights without sleep and smoke constantly. Eventually, he struggled to focus on his work and personal life. Around this time, Zena became pregnant with their first child. As her pregnancy progressed, Zayn's condition worsened. He became violent towards Zena and would have episodes several times a day, with moments where he almost harmed her severely. Seeing this, Zena convinced him to move back to his village with the rest of the family. Although things didn't immediately improve, Zena held onto the hope that their first baby would somehow change him back to the person she knew. After their beautiful daughter was born, there were a few good days. It seemed like things might be turning around. However, as time went on, it became clear that Zayn needed professional medical help. He was diagnosed with a severe case of schizophrenia and admitted to a hospital. The doctors indicated that recovery would take months. Zena faced negative comments from other family members, some even suggesting she leave him. But she made a firm decision. She would take her daughter and move back to Dhaka. After months of treatment, Zayn showed slight improvement. However, Zena could sense that the man she had loved and married was somehow lost within. Yet, she held on to her faith that with God's help, he could change. Years turned into decades. Zena, her hair now silvered at the temples, was surrounded by the warmth of her 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters, and their families. Her home in Dhaka was often filled with the laughter of grandchildren, a melody she cherished. Though Zayn was no longer physically present, His spirit permeated their lives. Her for other children always acknowledged their mother's sacrifices, treating her with immense respect. Zena often shared fascinating stories about their father, the man he was before the epic tragedy. She always told her children that all the sacrifices she and their father made would mean nothing if they did and strive for success in their own lives, and that their father's dreams should be their standard. As time progressed, all the children grew up and found success. Her second daughter, Tehira, moved across the world to the States with her husband. Zion passed away just 1 month before Tehira's firstborn son, Ryan. Later, Tehira had a daughter named Zoya. She had so wished her father could have met his grandchildren. The two sons became engineers. They and their sisters, who carried their father's quiet strength and appreciation for beauty, often visited Zena. One afternoon, Tehira returned to Bangladesh with Ryan and Zoya. It was the first time Zena held her grandchildren. As she cradled Zoya, she saw a flicker of Zion in her inquisitive gaze. Ryan, with his energetic nature, reminded her of Zion's youthful ambition. A profound sense of peace settled over her. Zion's dream, though altered by tragedy, had blossomed in his children and now his grandchildren. Years of unwavering love and dedication had woven a tapestry of resilience. Zena had not only honored Zion's memory, but had also created a legacy of compassion and strength. The epic tragedy had not broken them, but had instead forged an unbreakable bond. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate your support. See you in the next video.